Hey, welcome back to the Mr. Excel podcast. I'm Bill Jelen. In yesterday's podcast, we took a look at how to create a pivot table in Excel. Now, that Monday was Memorial Day in the United States, so if you missed that episode, I need you to go back to iTunes and download it because it was a really important first step. We have our pivot table today, which is a summary of the 5,000 rows of data on the pivot table sheet. And in yesterday's podcast, we were able to create a podcast with a summary by product and region. Products going down the side, regions going across. Well, we hand this to our manager, and just because he's the most annoying manager in the whole world, he says, well, this is really great, but can you put regions going down the side and products going across the top? And with a pivot table, it's very, very easy to do. You need to kind of keep an eye on the mouse cursor here as I start to drag. You'll see that there's 4 different sections that turn blue in the mouse. That's the page field, the column area, the row area, and the data area. So as you get over each group, you can kind of see where the data is going to be dropped. And the other thing to watch is the little gray squiggly line that's right now between column A and B. Because I'm dropping on the right side of column A, it would put the region between A and B. If I move over to the left side of column A, the squiggly line kind of disappears. You can see it there sort of to the left of column A. That means that it would put region first and then products within that. So I'm going to go right here on the right side of column A, drop the regions, and then I want to move the product field over to going across the tops of the columns. And in this case, I'm just going to move it right above the total area. And you see 2 things confirm that it's going to work. First of all, we have the blue area highlighted going across the top, and then also the gray squiggly lines outlining basically what is that section of the report. Let go, and we've now spun this report with products going across the top, regions going down the side. Now, had we used the old method, the old data table 1 and @D sums in Lotus 1, 2, 3, we would have basically had to start over and redo the whole thing. But with a pivot table, we can take any field and drag it and drop it in a new place. The most important thing, though, is to watch out for the mouse cursor. The section in blue indicates where the field is about to be dropped. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you tomorrow for another podcast from Mr. Excel.